Ciao Francesca, non riesco a sentirti però. Ah, ok, no, adesso sì.
Hey guys, I can't hear you. Why? Ah, yes, because I have the audio. Oh. Hi!
Hi Francesca.
Hi Steph, hi Lucrezia.
Stefania.
Hi.
Okay, let me open the PPTs. Steph, sorry for the delay, but it was something amazing.
No, don't worry.
Mhm. Okay, it's not this. Uh-huh. Okay, this. Okay, we are going to read the others. I'm going to drink some water with me. I don't have voice tonight. I don't know why.
Oh my. You better have this right now.
Lucrezia, you can switch on the mic if you want.
Ok, sorry. Um,
I'll come back soon. Maybe you and Steph, you can talk to
Honey,
each other.
use good whatever. Stefania, how are you?
I'm here.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Have you taken anything for, I don't know, for medicine, like, I don't know, something there, nothing?
Lucrezia, you were talking with me or with Steph?
No, I was thinking to you. I was asking if you took anything, like, I don't know, something better.
Well, I can understand you. Awesome.
Ah, okay, sorry, because I was far from the computer. Can you hear me now? Mm.
No,
Hey,
I can
Francesca.
hear you.
Uh, well,
Gosh, it sounds good.
well, mm,
Hey,
So,
Francesca.
yeah.
Just to make sure, do I start from slide number 9?
Oh, yes, I check. Number nine, number nine. Yeah,
Okay, great.
lol. I'm too ugly today. My God.
what are you saying? Shut up. Shut up.
What?
I said to shut up, you're not ugly today.
Yes, I am.
No,
Sono
you're not.
stanca.
That was awful.
Le razzate. Parabam.
Pam, 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 pam. Sbam.
Ora mando un messaggio sul gruppo, non scrivo mai, però ora scrivo di muoversi.
Vai. Lancia la tua sfera.
Ok. Lucrezia, sorry Steph for talking in Italia, but it's too fast right now. Lucrezia, tu hai controllato il link della seconda mail?
Secondo me sì, sono entrata da quello.
Ok, cioè quella che ti ho inviato come
Sì,
seconda mail, sì.
sì, sì.
Hello.
Ciao!
Oh, guarda che ti rispondere.
Finito 5 minuti fa il meeting, ho detto tutto.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Guys, I know that I'm Italian, but let's speak in English because here there's Steph
Ah,
and
hi Stefania.
Hi, how are you guys?
Hi Stefania.
I'm fine.
Good.
la 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 la.
So, do you know how much people can join this chat?
Must have 15,
Oh, okay.
I think. Yes. How many people are in your group?
Because the others can streaming on YouTube, right?
What?
I mean, like here in the conversation, I don't think that much people can enter, but there is a link for YouTube.
Okay.
Yes. There are 13 in the group, so right now there are 13 VPs elected. Sorry, there is a bug.
Ma Ladai is going to join this webinar or not?
We don't know, maybe yes. He is checking us. Ragazze,
Mhm.
ma che voi sappiate chi viene?
Proprio idea.
Top.
Nemmeno io.
Giorgia, maybe.
Ciao Francesco!
Ciao Francesco.
Oh, hi.
Ok, girls, in 2 minutes we are going to start because we are already in 5 minutes delay. So, what do you think, Steph?
Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, in 1 minute we will start. Da-da-da. Zoom, zoom.
Francesca Singer.
No, I can't sing, guys. I'm sorry.
Please. One song.
No. Valeria, shame on you.
Sorry, mommy.
Okay, guys, we will start. Okay, are you alive or not?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Every one of you? Yeah, okay, cool. So switch off your mics, and I will have my camera, so we will present you the PPTs, me and Steph, and so let's start. Okay, I'm going to share. Yeah. Can you see the PPTs?
Yeah, but it's not in slideshow. You can put it in slideshow.
Okay, now.
Wait a minute.
Yes, I'm okay.
You need to change
Mhm.
the window.
Right now, because now I have.
I can share it.
Guys, what are you seeing?
I can share it if you want. I mean, we give it the.
Okay, now.
You need to put
Okay,
it
cool.
on slideshow, dear.
What, Steph?
Like, you need to put it on slideshow, and afterwards you share the slideshow only, not the PowerPoint. So it looks like.
Yeah, no.
I can't see it yet, but.
Now? Steph?
Not yet.
Because now I have it. It's strange, this thing. Okay, let's share here now because we don't have to miss time. Okay? Okay?
Look.
Guys, are you there? Okay, you can assure me that are you seeing the PPTs? Okay, cool. Okay, let's start. So, guys, we are now presenting to you the transition webinar for the international relations. Why I'm talking to you and why there is Steph here with us, because me and Steph, oh my god, I hate these PPTs, because me and Steph are the NST International Relations, so this means that we are the national support of the team of the International Relations for the OJP. So Steph, can you present yourself?
Hey, well, I'm Steph. Nice to meet you guys. Some of you I haven't met you. Right now I'm working with Francesca and with Vladimir for the IR part, originally from Mexico. I am also here in Mexico. And we'll be delivering you the transition for the international relations on the local level. So I hope you enjoy it. And you can stop us anytime you want. If you want to ask some questions or you have some comments, feel free to ask. Okay?
Good. Okay, about me, I think that you know me. I'm Francesca. I'm coming from the LC Napoli Federico II. I'm the current Vice President of GP, and now I'm working with Steph in this thing of the international relation, and it sounds good. And we are going to present some things here now. Okay? So, guys, if you have questions, feel free to write in the chat, and okay? Okay, good. So, today we are talking about some points. We will proceed by steps. We will talk about what is IR and why it's so important, what is an LC to LC, and how to create an LC to LC. The LC to LC flow, the LC to LC track and downscale, and what are, in the end, our country partners. Okay, cool. So, why and what is IR? Referring to some IR language, you know what IR means, and it is international relations. Yes. During this presentation, you are going to hear some words such as EYP or CYP, that is country partners or entity partners. I think you know it. We will also, in the end, we will present to you what are the entity partners of ISEC in Italy right now. Well, as I said to you before, IR is a particular process that allows us to do some beautiful things, in particular, to deliver more and better experience, to speed up the matching process, and to make easier the promotion part. So, to deliver more and better experiences. Why? Because thanks to cooperation, we can ensure ourselves that standards and satisfactions are going to be accomplished, for example, because we will create a process of co-delivery with the country partners to understand what we have to do from the outgoing and what the others from the incoming has to do. To speed up the matching process, yes, because, for example, we can create agreements on selection, for example. Russia are going, for example, to accomplish to the matching process in 5 days, or Colombia, that after the partnership that we created with it for Shape Colombia, for example, we can have phone calls from our side to speed up the selection process. And in the end, to make easier the promotion part, because they will send to us, after the partnership, all the materials such as booklets of the countries, booklets with the JDs that we can use to promote in Italy, in our network, the job description and so on. So now we are going to talk about an LC to LC of the LC to LC. So an LC to LC right now is a cooperation that happened between two LCs, an Italian one in this case and a foreign one, of course. So with the LC to LC, we have the opportunity to create a cooperation with the international LCs. We create an LC to LC for the reason we said before, and to boost our matchings. Thanks to an LC to LC, of course, we are able to create a supply and demand alignment, that allows us to plan together with the foreign LCs to understand what are their timeline in a way to align ourselves, so to create promotion in advance and to have the possibility to select TPs that the foreign LCs need according to the planning we did at the start. Okay. After that, we wrote co-delivery. That means that we can have agreements on OPS, IPS, standard and satisfaction, and so on, stuff we will talk about after about this part. And to speed up the magic process, of course, as we said before, about the selection and so on. So an LC2LC has a particular flow that starts from the data analysis that you do as outgoing as OJT. Then we have the partnership setting, the delivery of the partnership, and then we have the partnership follow-up. So to start, we are going to talk about the data analysis from the beginning. So what you have to do to start a cooperation with another LC? First of all, you have to analyze your historical data. You have to understand your market. You have to to give a look to your data to understand, first of all, for which subproduct you can create the LC2LC. For example, if I am Napoli Federico II, and I know that in the past I had, for example, 5 realization for teaching, and these APs went to Russia. I can say that in the future I can work with Russia, and I'm going to see what are the best LCs that I can use to create these cooperations. Okay? So you have to understand also what are the peaks, because if you choose a particular country, for example Russia, you have to know that Russia, for example, works a lot in Q1 or during the summer peak. And in the end, you have to understand that, as I said before, what are the most performer LCs that you know that can provide to you a lot of opportunities, or at least the opportunities that you need. After that, I'm going to give you some advices about the LC2LCs. I talked with someone of you before this webinar, and we talked a lot about the cooperation and the LC2LCs. So right now, as Isaac in Italy, we suggest cooperations at a local level, in particular for those LCs that are in Tier 1, because they are more aware about the structure, the AP management is going in a good way, and so on. And we suggest you to have not more than 3 cooperation with other LCs. After that, we suggest you to create cooperations, in particular for 2 subproducts that are teaching and global entrepreneurs. Because for teaching and global entrepreneurs, the process is short. In this case, we don't have the company's approach, so we can have a faster selection process, and we can say that if Hungary, for example, needs 10 AP from Italian, we create this partnership, we aligned our supply and demand. I can say that in the future, for a global entrepreneur product program, I can say that in the future I can send you 10 APs if I work on it. It's different if I work on another kind of partnership, for example, for a business product, because in this case it not depends a lot on the LCs, but it depends more on the company, on the selection that the company does. It's okay? Okay, Steph, you can go.
Okay, so following with the flow of an LC to LC, afterwards you do this data analysis of your LC and on which entity partners you're going to choose. You choose the entity partners you want to work with, right? As Francesca said, we suggest you not to pick more than 3 if you're tier 1. If you're tier 2 and 3, maybe 1 or 2 entity partners. Well, LC partners is okay. Why? Because if you're having entity partnerships, in this case LC partnerships, you need to have a good follow-up of all of them. I would say that partners right now would be some sort of clients for us because we want to deliver a good partnership. So we have a good reputation with this LC, and afterwards we can still have a good reputation with the whole country. We suggest 1 or 2 LC to LC partnerships for, well, for tier 2 it's okay, 2 or 3. Tier 1 and tier 2, 2 or 3 partnerships, and tier 3 and 4, 1 or 2 partnerships. Lucrecia. Well, yeah, I was saying that because you don't want to have a lot, like such a mess, having a follow-up of so many partnerships that in the end you deliver well. So that's why we suggest to have 2 or 3, but good partnerships that are going to make you reach your goals, instead of having 5 bad partnerships that you don't even reach your goals. So afterwards, you pick your entity partners and the LCs you want to work with. You have to set the rules of the partnership, which things are going to do each of the LCs. Oh, sorry, we have a question. I mean, the LCs partners for your LC. I don't know if I'm clear. I mean, you as LC, I don't know, Napoli, Federico do it, you pick 3 other LCs from different countries you want to work with. Am I clear? Or you as, I don't know how you say, Trento, you pick 3 LCs you want to work with from 3 different countries. Is it okay, Lucrecia? Okay. Sorry. So, well, afterwards, you set the rules, you set which of the actions each of the LCs is going to perform, which kind of communication you're going to have, how often you're going to have that communication, and for which channels, of course. Most of it, as always, it can be for email, but of course, if you prefer to have WhatsApp or Skype meetings, anything, you can arrange that with your LC partner. Also, which are the goals you're going to have. And as you know, if you're going to have a partnership, a goal must be a little high. Why? Because if you're only going to match one EP with the LC partner, of course, there's no point of doing a cooperation. That's just a regular match. And also the timelines and the standards and satisfactions they're going to follow, and you're going to share, to offer to your EPs. So this way you are starting the co-creation of the partnership, which is really important. Because right now, what we've talked with Francesca a lot, what we see is that partnerships are only like, well, I have these TNs, I have these EPs, let's match them. But the point of the cooperation is to align this supply and demand and the information, so we can start doing things with co-creation. You know, it depends on the time of the year, of course, but what is supposed to do is, for example, if you're having a cooperation with an LC in Czech Republic, what you should say is like, okay, this time of the year I have this kind of EPs. Which kind of profiles do you need? Well, I have this kind of opportunities. This time of the year we have these requirements. What do you think? So you start basing your goals on that. So this way we are starting to align this supply and demand, and we can have even more matches and more realizations. And I would suggest as well to define a final responsible for the partnership follow-up. As I said, we really want to have quality partnerships, so we deliver well to each one. So if only one person is in charge of following up all of your LC partnerships, maybe it's not going to be a good follow-up. So if you have a really reliable and responsible member, you can assign to have the follow-up of one of the partnerships. And about this co-creation of the partnerships, one thing that we thought is really important to mention is the standards and satisfactions. I think most of you know them and are aware of the importance of the standards and satisfactions, but again, we are going to mention them here. Why? Because when you start your partnership, you need to, first of all, set which are the standards and satisfactions you're going to follow, because this way you can share with your EP and all of the information is going to be clear and the expectations are going to be set clear as well. And they're going to have a quality of an experience with high quality, right? So here you have the standards and satisfactions from the logistic part, the visa, the arrival pickup, and departure support from the host LC. The part of the job, which is the job description, what's the duration, the first day of work support, for example. All of these subjects are really important for us in OJP because like the job is the most important part, right? And the living conditions, well, this part depends a lot on the MC. I mean, the entity partner we're going to set the partnership, but some of them are going to help them look for the accommodation. Some of them are going to accommodate them with host families for a few days. I mean, it all depends on, as I said, on the partnership. So you should really have it clear before you establish a partnership, and about the experience, what materials and what information you are giving to your EPs so they can expect what to have and what are they expecting, and about the OPS and IPS they're going to be receiving, the lead program, and anything that is going to be in respect with the experience of the EPs. Afterwards, there's a delivery of the partnership. So while you're having your partnership, you need to have several touch points to check if you're achieving your goals. We suggest to have them monthly, but of course it depends on the kind of partnership you're having. If it's a really short partnership for a couple of months, maybe you can have more often touch points, I don't know, bi-weekly or weekly, I don't know. Or maybe if you have a really long partnership, you can have it every 2 months or something. I mean, it also depends on what you establish with your partner, but I think monthly is a good start. And with these touch points, you can see how is the cooperation going, how is it developing, and if it's working or not. If you think you're not going to achieve the goals or you can achieve even more, you can adjust your goals afterwards. And of course, something that is really important is to start collecting the materials of the opportunities you made the partnership. So you can start promoting them at your LCs and start your recruitment and selection process. This way, also you need to start aligning the supply and demand with the recruitments, with this specific kind of a specific recruitments for each of the opportunities you establish in the partnership, and with the selection of the kind of profiles and qualifications the EPs need for each kind of opportunities. You know, like we did, for example, with Venture Brazil. We knew that the kind of EPs we needed to recruit should be students because of visa. So right now, what you need to do is to align this kind of supply and demand. You only start recruiting the kind of profiles that are going to be matched. So you don't recruit as much as EPs as you can, and then like half of the EPs don't get the experience they were looking for because you didn't recruit them well. So what we want to do is we want to give a good experience also for the EPs. So this thing is going, I mean, this alignment of the supply and demand is going to help us give a very better experience as well. And afterwards, we go with the partnership follow-up. So afterwards of the delivery of the partnership, we can continue with the tracking of the partnership and the co-delivery with the standards and satisfactions. What we need to do is to evaluate the percentage of the goal achieved, the quality of the experiences, the communication flow, how did it went, if the partnership is worth for doing again if it wasn't useful at all. For example, if you did a partnership with some LC that was expecting 5 EPs, but in the end you could only send 1, maybe it's not a cooperation that is worth doing again. So maybe that's the point where you evaluate whether to keep on with the partnership or to look for another LC that can give you opportunities that are better for your EPs or that have a better servicing or that suit better with what you're looking for in terms of goals and improve your partnerships. And something that is also really nice for the follow-up is start showcasing what your EP is going. I don't know, with videos, pictures, anything of information you have about the experience your EP is having, and you can share this with your partner, and also you can use it for marketing material. Okay, now about how to downscale the LC to LC comparisons. First of all, well, you know that we, as in the national level, have entity partnerships. So I would suggest you that you inform yourself about which national partnership we with other entities we have right now. So you start your LC to LC cooperations, because this way the partnership goes really good. I mean, you don't need to do that much work because the partnership is already established. So the LC for the other country is already willing to work with you, let's say. But of course, I mean, if you have a really particular kind of profiles in your university and you think that the national partnerships are not suitable for your EPs, then okay, you can look for partnerships from other entities that can suit better the profiles that you're, I mean, the opportunities that you're looking for your profiles. And one thing that is really important is to plan since the beginning with your LCVP marketing about the promotions of the partnerships you are going to have, because on this depends a lot of the success of the partnership. If you have a partnership, I mean, you establish a partnership with some LC, a foreign LC, but you don't give the right promotion locally, maybe it won't be successful. So you need a lot of synergy with your LCVP marketing in order to have it. And one thing that is really important is to always communicate with your members about the entity partners you plan to have, the ones that you already established, the goals that you're having with each one. So they have clear goals with each one of the entity partners, and they focus on matching with those LCs. Right? Because if you are the only one that knows about the partnership and about the goals, of course you're not going to achieve it because your members are not going to work towards it. And one thing that is also very important is that the whole LC knows which kind of partnerships each of the exchanger areas have. Because, first of all, because you can help each other, right? If already OGCDP has a partnership with, I don't know, Brazil, maybe you can also have the partnership with the same LC and have even more numbers with this same LC that you think is suitable for both programs. And also because sharing the information with all of the LCs is really important, because if you're at the office and one interested EP comes, anyone should be able to say which kind of entity partners you have and which kind of opportunities you have. I mean, it's really important to share all of the information with the other exchangers at least. And on how to track your LC to LC, you need to really be clear on the goals always, and as I said, share it with your members always, and also to have weekly updates with the entity partners. As I said, it depends on the partnership, but when you're on the delivery part and the follow-up part, maybe weekly is a good strategy. And to include the goals and your local trackers. Include the goals with each of the entity partners and also with the matching and realization numbers, so you can know how much of the goal you're achieving and uh, which uh, which thing you need to push more so you can achieve the goal. And of course, please update the EP search tool, because this way is a good way for you to have tracking of your own EPs if you update the EP search tool. And also we can have as the national support team, um, we can have information on how are you going with your operations and how we can help you with your cooperations in the local level and in the national level. So to have a good tracking is also really important to update the EP search tool. Okay, now talking about the national entity partners we have right now. Currently, I'm in charge of Brazil, Mexico, Czech Republic, India, and Egypt. We're going to tell you right now some few facts about each of the partnerships so you're aware of them. I think afterwards you're going to receive the international relations newsletter we send every Tuesday, Francesca and me. So I hope you take good advantage of it and start using it, please, because we take a lot of time doing it and it's for you. But this newsletter, we share the opportunities of the entity partners that are available and that can be suitable for your EPs and that you can match with them depending on the time of the year. So we really would like you to start reading that newsletter. But okay, Brazil right now, the subproducts that I think are the main focus is global entrepreneurs, of course. As you saw the Venture Brazil campaign, they're really pushing on that kind of opportunities right now. They have a lot of marketing and business as well, and also teaching. They're going to start teaching project in February. So as well, it's good to focus on that subproduct for matching with Brazil. The top performer LCs in IJP are Porto Alegre, USP, and Belo Horizonte. And one of their main projects right now is Venture Brazil. We are already working with that. It is for global entrepreneurs, and it's one of their focuses. But something you should really take into account is that they only accept student profiles right now because they're having issues for the visa issuing. So if they're graduating students, it's going to be really hard for them to get the visa. So right now we're focusing on student profiles only. Afterwards, about Mexico, these products right now are teaching and business administration, mainly for PwC, which is a global partner, as you all know. And the top performing LCs of Mexico in IJP is La Salle, which is the LC that controls is the one that does the opportunities with PwC, even way that the PwC manager is in the MC. So if you need any information about PwC or you want to contact someone about PwC, you don't contact anyone from La Salle. You contact people from DMC. Also IPN or IPN and Monterrey. And right now, one of the main projects they're having is Teach Mexico project, which is going to start around January 8th. So matching is currently going. So the realization is for December and beginning of January. And no visa is needed for the first 6 months of the EP. Afterwards, you need to have a resident visa, but they have a page about all of the things that are needed for the visa. They have their visa corner, let's say. So if you're interested in that, I can give it to you. About Czech Republic, we need to focus on global entrepreneurs because for GIP long term, most of the opportunities require B2 level of German. So you really need to have this into account. Maybe you have EPs that know German, so that's excellent. The good thing about Czech Republic, you know that it's really near from Italy, so its realizations can be really easy for your EPs. And one of the top performing LCs are Braga and CSU Praga. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. So as I said, what we need to focus with Czech Republic is on global entrepreneurs mainly, and because they have flexible timelines and flexible JDs and flexibility with the language as well. About India, well, India is a really huge country with lots of opportunities, but right now communication is not going really well with them and with us from the IR team. So what I know is that they are focusing on teaching, marketing, and business administration and IT. So a lot of sub-products. The top performing LCs are Delhi University and Mumbai. And Egypt is the same right now. We're not having a really clear communication. Tomorrow I will talk with the MCVP, so I hope to have better information for you soon. But the sub-products are marketing, teaching, and global entrepreneurs. Then the top performing LCs are AUC, Cairo University, and 6th of October. And all of their, or mostly of their opportunities are for ASAP matching and realization. And in general, they prefer Italians. That's why they say that's what they say. I don't know if it's true or not. Maybe they prefer Europeans, but I don't know. Being what the MCVP told me is that being from Italy is kind of an edge in the selection. So maybe if you have interested EPs for Egypt, it's a good idea, and the matching is not going to be really hard for you. So there you go, Fra.
Okay, here I am. I'm going to try again the screen sharing. Okay.
I can help you with that. Just keep going.
Can you see that, guys? Steph?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay. Okay. Right now, I'm responsible for Russia, Turkey, Poland, Romania, and of course, China. Okay. So let's talk about Russia. Russia, the main subproduct that they are using right now, and on it we created the partnership is teaching. They have a lot of opportunities right now in teaching, and the timeline is Q1 in particular, but they have opportunities right now with realization in Q4. So guys, if you have a piece, please let's match him, because the matching process is really fast. We can match a piece in 5 or 6 days, so let's try. After that, the LC's best performer are Krasnodar, that especially in Q1 as particular opportunities also for Italian and Moscow. For Russia, you have to take the visa, and in this process, Russia can help you, because if they send you the invitation letter, you can ask for the humanitarian visa, and of course it's necessary to have the health insurance that you have to do to a private agency. After that, we have Turkey. The main subproduct that Turkey has is teaching, but they also have a lot of opportunities for the marketing subproduct. What is the particularity of Turkey and for JP opportunities? That they provide, in particular, hosting families, most of all for the teaching opportunities, but also for marketing. The LC's performers are Istanbul and not Istanbul Asia, because Turkey has two LCs that are called Istanbul. One is Istanbul Europe and the other one is Istanbul Asia. We have Bursa that provides a lot of opportunities in teaching in particular, and in the past they provided opportunities for Italians too in the marketing subproduct. For Turkey, it's necessary to have the ISAC visa. The health insurance is mandatory and has to be done in Turkey because in Turkey you need to have the DPs need to have the residence permit for an internship that longs more than 80 days. Sorry. After that, we have Poland. The main Sun product is marketing, but right now they are working a lot on business. We sent in the previous newsletter a particular JD at Intel. Right now, and with realization also in Q4 and in Q1, they are looking for Italian with a business background. The most performer LCs are Krakow and Warsaw. I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry. And of course, for us, it's not necessary to have visa and private health insurance because our health insurance card is valid in all the European Schengen countries, and we don't need even the passport because we can use our identity card. After that, we have Romania. Romania, in particular, in Q2, is going to work a lot for the Global Entrepreneurs Program, but right now they are working a lot on the marketing sub-product. They have currently 10 opportunities for Italian with customer care, customer orientations, JDs. So it's something like sales. So if you have a piece, please send us. We can help in match them. After that, of course, no visa and private health insurance is required because of Europe and so on. After that, we have China. China works mainly on teaching, but they have also a lot of opportunities for the marketing sub-product. Right now, with China, we don't have a lot of communications. We know that China has is a problem because APs mainly have visa issues, but if you have problems like that, we can check together and try to solve the problem as soon as possible. About the timeline, we will let you know because right now we don't know really what China is going to do in the next months. After that, Vlada is responsible for other two national entity partners, Hungary and of course Serbia. About Hungary, I think that you know that right now we are working on a national project that is the Tata One. Just check the newsletters because right now 6 opportunities are available for Tata Hungary. 2 with the JD of Finance Associate team member and 4 with the JD of Service Desk Analyst. So the sub-product is business, but in Hungary you can find other kind of opportunities such as in marketing. The FC Budapest University has a lot of opportunities, really a lot, and the background and the skills required aren't so impossible. After that, mainly the problem for Tata, but in general for Hungary, is that they require students, unfortunately, and of course they need some documents that are the enrollment and the mandatory certificate. About the enrollment is a particular certificate that certificates that your APs are really students. So they have to go to the secretary of the university and ask for it. It's something like a document with all the exams the APs have done. It's really easy to have it, and they also can give you in English. It's not a problem. After that, we have the mandatory certificate. About the mandatory internship certificate, the situation right now it's a bit more complicated than the enrollment because it's a document that certifies that your intern, the AP, has a degree, something like a bachelor or a master degree, doesn't matter, and a professor of your university certify that, or the secretary of university certify that the EP needs to have an internship before to have a Master of Arts, for example, or the master in the sense we need in Italian, okay? So after a magistrale. This is problem if you need something about mandatory certificate or the enrollment, just ask me because I can help. I had a lot of EPs in Hungary, so I can help you. And the mandatory certificate, if the EP is graduated, the EP needs to present to Tata, to Gianmarco right now, before starting the selection process. Of course, for Hungary, no visa and private health insurance is required. In the end, we have Serbia. Serbia has realization in Q4 right now, in the end of November. The main program is the Global Entrepreneurs. They are going to work a lot also in Q2. Right now, the most performer LCs are Belgrade EF, Belgrade FON, and Nice. For Serbia, it's not necessary to have a visa or a residence permit because the internship doesn't belong a lot, but it's necessary, it's not mandatory, but I suggest you to suggest to your EP to do the private health insurance, of course. Okay, after that, okay, sorry. Gosh. Steph, are you there?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
Colombia partnership.
Yeah.
That is also in charge, Blada, of it. The main product right now is teaching. The top performing LCs are Andes, UPB, and ENAPIT. And right now we're focusing on, they have the projects of Shape Colombia and Future Colombia, which right now we're focusing a lot, and mainly for teaching opportunities. I don't know, I don't have much information about the visas. I don't know if you have it, Brad?
Yeah. For visa, it depends on the period. It depends on the timeline because, for example, last year for Shape Colombia, considering that we was late with the timeline, there was a timeline shift really important. What we did is that Colombia sent to us an invitation letter to our EPs, and the EPs arrived after arriving in Colombia. They go to the embassy. They went to the embassy and did the visa there. But before the departure, they sent some documents to speed up the process and so on. Right now, for Shape and Future, in particular, but for the other opportunities you can find in the whole country, they suggest to the EPs to go to the embassy and to do the visa. It not requires a lot, something like 10 days, so it's not too much. The most important thing is that your EPs, when they go to the embassy, they have to take with them all the documents they need. And Colombia, as the other countries, before to go to the embassy, will say to you what are the documents needed to do the visa. Okay?
Okay, so if anyone has any more questions or comments on anything before we end the webinar?
Yes, guys, if you have any questions about particular country partners, a particular procedure about IR, LC2LC, I don't know everything, just ask because we are here for you. So this is your transition and we want just to help. Okay? So switch on your mic, please.
International projects.
National projects where, Rosanna? Rosanna, you
Sorry.
can talk if you want.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe it's better. I mean, like Shape Colombia, Future Colombia, there is a specific timeline, a yearly timeline. So I mean, on February, Shape Colombia, on June, Future, on
July. Okay. Steph, do you want to answer, or I'm going to answer is the same? Okay, I go. Okay. About Shape Colombia, yes, we have the first realization that is in February, at the beginning of February, so the first in Q1. The second one is in Q3, generally. We have to establish, but it's generally we have realization in the end of July. After that, for Future Colombia, right now we have realization for Q4, but even for Q1, we have to see if the things are going to change because last year we had Future Colombia for the whole year.
Okay. So I need to. So this year we don't know. In 2000 and
This year we are going to have for sure realization in Q1 for Future and for
yeah, in
Shape.
January.
Yeah, and for Q2 we will have probably realization again for Shape Colombia. For Future we have to see again. We have to see how the partnership goes and the raising that Colombia is going to do.
Okay. And about Venture Brazil, only in January and March.
Yes, Steph can specify this thing.
Yes, for right now it's those two, but let me check. I had more here. Oh my. This is too slow. But well, yes, and I mean they had one realization peak right now for December, then another for January, and then another for March. For
Okay.
now. hmm For Shape, for Venture Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because to better plan my year, I need to know when that there is the realization and which kind of AP I need to find in that period. So this is the reason why I'm asking.
Yes, that's great. Great question. So, so you take into account this in your plannings. Anyway, you can contact any of us directly if you need more information. But it's great that you do that, so you can start well for the two ones specifically.
Mm.
But
Yes, mainly you have to know that for venture you need students because of the visa issues.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But until yesterday, I didn't know that also for Shape, they could be students.
Yeah. It's not a problem if you have IPs that are enrolled currently enrolled at the university that want to depart for Shape, but even for other job description, it depends on the job description, of the opportunity because. Right now, most of the opportunity is something crazy, but most of the opportunities requires students.
Mm.
I showed you before that in Hungary, this is the situation. For
Mm.
example, in Brazil, in France, I don't know. It's not a counterpart in France, but in Germany, you need students. They need students. So this is mainly what you need to do to understand. After that, to plan, of course, because we are talking about international relations right now, because you need to plan, you need to do your plan, considering what are the peaks of these projects or of the national projects, of course. Yeah. Steph, do you want to add something? I wanted to say something, but I forgot.
so, Well, in respect, not only for venture, because here I have some timelines for in general in Brazil by subproducts. I don't know if you want me to share with you, but it's, for example, for marketing, realizations are in July, October, November, December. For business is July, October, November, December, the same. For teaching is July and August, and engineering and TI is for December.
Okay, thank you.
So I can, let me see if I can share my my screen so you can look at them. Uh, uh, uh.
Okay, guys, do you have any questions in the meantime? Guys. Why no one is talking? Oh, Valeria, I love you.
Sorry, I don't understand the problem with the visa for Colombia. If I understand, there is a problem.
No, in Colombia there are not problems for having a visa. No, I was talking about China, that I said that before there are some visa issues that we are seeing how to solve it with China. About Colombia, it's easy. It's something like the other countries. You have to go to the embassy, and then with all the documents that Colombia said that the APs have to deliver it to the embassy, and everything will be done in 10 days, 10, 15 days. So there are not a lot of problems.
Okay. So I didn't understand well. In fact, it seems strange that there was a problem with of visa with Colombia. Sorry.
No. There aren't any problems with Colombia.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
This is the timeline, Brazil timeline.
Yes, for semester 2.
So I take a picture.
I can send it to you if you want. By the way, I don't know if maybe you don't have access just to the IR database, but there is going to be one, and these are the files we have there. So you're going to have it in a while.
Yeah. Yes, in the Isaac Italia folder, there is an IR space, an IR box. You can check it because we are filling it with all the info about countries, about IR, about search tool, and so on. Do LATAM have realization in February for finance opportunities? Steph, considering that you are responsible for LATAM, do you want to answer?
Okay. Well, I think it depends on the entity specifically, but yes, I think they don't have a specific timeline for finance opportunities. Maybe it's for teaching because of the timelines of the schools. But in finance, I think so. I mean, the information I can check right now is from Mexico and PwC because they have finance opportunities there if you're interested. So I can share as well my screen. Just give me a minute. Here it is. So here it doesn't say the. Because as far as I know, in PwC, the realization dates are for January. But profile they look for is mostly finance, economics, engineering. That I can show you right now, the profile. Yes. So let me share my screen. I don't know if you can see right there.
No stuff.
If you click on my name, which I am sharing my screen right now with the profile.
No, not even if I click on your face.
So
Yeah, we have a blackboard.
I am looking at it right now.
Now I can.
Yes? Okay. So here for research analyst, it's economics.
Okay.
More for finance is this one, international tax consultant,
Yeah.
which is accountancy, finance, mostly, but I think majors related to that, it can also work. And here they have 20 openings. So there are a lot, and they are realized in January, I think. But anyway, I mean, in respect for Latin America in general, they are always sharing the how's the name available form structure of Latin America, and that one I have it as well, and I can share it to you so you can look for the finance opportunities if you want.
I have a question about China. So there are some visa problems. So for me, it's better that I don't promote China as a country partner because I have Orientale, so I could have a lot of FPs. But if there
Okay,
are
the thing is that as Isaac in Italy, we are working with China. I really hope that tomorrow we will have a meeting with them because it's supposed to have. And after that, we will let you know because this is the first meeting we have with China. So we have to understand what is happening. We have to understand what is their timeline, and then we will let you know so you can start in creating cooperations as soon as possible. It's okay.
okay, thank you.
Yes. Mm.
Any other question, guys? Any other comment?
Yeah, guys, ask everything you want. It's not a problem. We are not Vlada.
Yeah, you're so mean. So I'm using the link of Latin America. Yes.
A name
Yeah.
question.
Cool. Let's go.
um, how many time before do we have the opportunities?
How many
So
times
if,
before?
yeah, do we have the opportunities, the project, the date of realization? So I mean, I have realization for
For
April.
China?
I don't know how does it work in OJP. This is the problem.
Okay. Do you want to know the timeline for China, for other country partners, or?
Nor in general, more or less, 2
Okay.
months before, 3 months before, something like this.
Okay. It depends on the fast raising process that the country partners have, but generally, yes, 2 months before is possible to have info about the partnership. Anyway, we need to have a lot of time before in a way to co-create and in a way to create a supply and demand alignment with the other FCs, with the other MC. So don't worry about that because as soon as we have info from the country partner, we will let you informed and we will let you know so you can co-create and establish what kind of cooperation and with who you want to create cooperations for the supply and demand, of course, alignment. Yeah.
Okay, sorry for a lot of questions.
No, don't worry, don't worry. Of course, when you are going to plan, you need to understand also what it happened last year. You have to know what, if you want to know before, what are going maybe to be the realizations for this year, for next year, you have to give a look also to what happened last year. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe what I think is sometimes you don't depend so much on the other entities. So depending on the time of the year, you can know. I mean, if you already have EPs, so now the partnership should move on how those profiles can be adapted to the reality of the entity. I mean, if the entity can create some or can have some opportunities that suit the profiles of the EPs you have right now. But if the other entity already has some opportunities, then you can recruit based on those opportunities. So that's something I think that can work, so you don't lose your operations throughout the year. Because if you're waiting for the entities to have the opportunities, you're not going to recruit. So maybe, I mean, it depends on how you see it and how you can start working.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Anything else? So it's more than 1 hour of chat. So if there's no any other question, maybe we can end right now. So any more questions, any more comments that you would like us to help with?
I think they want to have dinner right now.
Yeah, so I think it's time for you. I need to get my lunch.
Yeah, of course. Okay, guys, you can switch on your mic so we can say something to each other. Guys,
Say goodbye.
guys, guys, I want to say you goodbye. Okay.
Thank you so much for attending, guys. It was a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
You.
Okay, guys, if you have any questions, any issues, just contact us. I think you have our email address. Yes, of course, let's boost our matching in this period. We have to do realization for Q4. You have the spreadsheet, you have everything. If you need our help, we are going to help you. We will love this thing, so let's use us.
Yes, don't forget us, please. Anyway, don't forget to start recruiting as well for your period so you can have a good start of Q1. Thanks for attending. It was really nice meeting you. Let us know if you need anything. Thank you for that.
Okay, thank you.
Bye,
Bye.
girls. Bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.